Hey YouTube, welcome to another video. Today I'm doing a video on a review on my entire home theater system. Okay, from everything from the TV to the Blu-ray player to the PlayStation to the receiver to the right and left channel speakers and the subwoofer and the surround sound speakers. Okay, so here we go. Let's start out with the Blu-ray player. Okay, and the Blu-ray player is made by LG. I did kind of cheap out on this one, folks. I bought their very cheapest $99 LG Ultra HD Blu-ray player. It is a 4K player. And I could tell you right now, not so great. If you need something very basic to watch your Blu-ray or your 4K Blu-ray discs, then this, and you don't want to spend any kind of money on it, then this may be the way to go for you. But far as in high quality, eye-popping, detailed definition, picture and sound goes, I was not really impressed at all. I mean, I have watched regular Blu-ray and even higher end DVD players that have produced better sound and better delivery of the picture and everything. Also, the reliability. Some DVDs have actually stopped playing and had trouble playing. And that was some of the 4K Blu-rays that I've put through here that have actually, at certain scenes, froze or cut off completely, and I had to restart over. So there's a few issues with reliability as well. Okay, so can I recommend this? No. If you're looking for the best or really good quality player, I would not go with LG or Samsung. I would go with your typical Sony, Panasonic, or the other name brands that have been around a lot. My strongest recommendation, and always the safe bet, is Sony. You can't go wrong with Sony. Now let's move up to the Sony PlayStation. Why do I include the Sony PlayStation in my home theater? Well, because it is what it is. It's connected to my home theater, and I do occasionally game on this system. But as a Blu-ray player, it's not 4K. I don't think it is. Is it? No, I don't think so. But the picture quality, awesome. Sound quality, awesome. If not better than the dedicated Blu-ray player of the LG, just as good, maybe slightly better. Okay, so, and that's, I don't know if this is 4K or not. I don't think it is. So I prefer actually watching movies on this than this. And the only reason I'll play movies on this over this is because it's more convenient. You just turn it on, pop it up, open, put in the disc, and it starts playing, whatever. Here you have to, use the game controller, and, you have to, whatever. And then also the noise factor. This does, because it's a gaming system, have a loud fan noise. This is much quieter to play movies on with, and music and stuff with. Oh, also music quality, not impressed either. With this, I know a lot of it has to do with your speaker and your receiver more than this, but you have to understand that the source is 80% of your sound quality. So if this is not playing your source properly, or delivering enough data or clean data to all your other hardware, you're going to get crappy sound. So whatever. I actually prefer the PlayStation 4 over this Blu-ray player. I wish I spent a little bit more money and bought a Sony or something like that, but that's my opinion. Okay, moving on. The next on the list is the brains of the outfit, the Yamaha. Okay, and I'm not gonna mention the model numbers or anything like that. I'm gonna post pictures of each individual component, and their model numbers are gonna be on the pictures. So if you want to just stay tuned and look those up. This Yamaha is the base model Yamaha home theater receiver. It is probably the best home theater receiver I have ever owned. Okay, and I have owned Technique, I have owned Denon, and I have owned this Yamaha. Okay, and a couple of other systems that I have listened on, like Onkyo and all that. But the Yamaha delivers on everything it promises. The sound processing chip in this home theater receiver is awesome. I love it. Especially when you go into the settings and turn on the enhanced sound modes. The details are excellent. From a base model receiver, you really can't expect that much more. Okay, for the money, I would say this was around $255 on sale. I think I'm sorry, yeah, $255 or $270 or something like that on sale. Normally, I think it's like $285. I got it a couple of years ago, or was it last year? I forget. But anyway, sound quality, awesome. I've done videos on this. I've talked about this. No complaints whatsoever. Definitely enjoy this receiver much more than I did the Denon, which was the comparable model to this, even in price range. I do like and prefer the Yamaha better. Much more impressed. Okay, moving up, the Vizio. Okay, 65-inch television set. I have to say, not the highest quality or the best eye candy out here, but I can't complain. I cannot complain. Picture quality, great. Even when I just watch TV off this, when I use the sound off the regular TV speakers, sound quality is okay, acceptable. Okay, so it's not sound bar quality, but it's very acceptable. And to me, I've owned other Vizio television sets. I have one now in the bedroom that is almost 10 years old. I'm sorry. It's actually 14 years old, okay? And it's going strong to this day, okay? And it delivers sharp and clear picture. It's only a 1080p television set, but it's going great. And I have no complaints from this. I think this TV is almost 4 years old. Maybe, yeah, about 3.5 years old, and no problems yet. And like I said, picture quality, I can't complain about it. Sure, there are televisions out there that are much brighter, much clearer, much sharper, delivers much more detail, and sharper looking and crisp and all that. You're talking about, this is a $600 television set, okay? If you want to go with something better, the high end, like I said, you can never go wrong with Sony. Sony makes television sets from anywhere from their best televisions from anywhere from $1,500 to $3,000. And if you want the best, that's what you should get. I personally do not like Samsung. I have no reason to tell you anything bad about Samsung because I'm actually Korean. So I'm not going to tell you something bad about Samsung if I didn't have to, but I tell you what, I've owned Samsung televisions, and all of them have let me down. They do not hold up very well over time. Okay, they start developing black streaks on the screen, stains on the screen that you can't get rid of. They develop issues. They're eye candy. They have the highest contrasts and sharpness and all that in the industry, but they are not the best picture, folks. Trust me. Trust me. Eye candy, yes. Looks great. Awesome. But when you really look at it, in my opinion, the Sony delivers the better quality picture. Just my opinion. Okay? All right. Moving on. So, do I recommend any kind of VZO television set? At about $600, 65-inch, good picture, good sound, delivers what it's supposed to deliver. I'm happy with it. I recommend it. For the money, $600 for 65-inch VZO. This is the best TV out there. Yes, can you get a cheaper TV that boasts probably maybe better performance in picture? Chinese made maybe? TCL? What is it? That brand from China that, you know, that's supposed to rave, everybody's raving about their picture or whatever, this and that they sell at Walmart. Okay, if you get a good one, I'm sure the picture quality may be better than this. I don't know. But you know what? For reliability and proven reliability, I go with VZO. And to me, that makes the VZO, for the money, the best TV on the market today. All right, now let's move on to the JBL 530s. These are actually bookshelf speakers, folks. Okay, they're not really, you know, going to. It's not something you would want to be your main speaker in a big living room or a to power the biggest part of your house for that room filling sound. But for a average size room, I would say like this living room here. Okay? More than enough to fill the room with great sound. Okay? Many reviews on this. Most of your experts and critics rave about this speaker on YouTube. So if you want more in-depth reviews on this speaker, please go check it out. I encourage you to hear what they have to say. But in my opinion, for this room, these speakers deliver excellent sound, excellent detail, and it's more than enough to fill this room with sound. And you can make it as loud as you want because these speakers are power hungry. They're 6 ohms. They take a lot of power to generate that presence, okay? So if you have really strong receivers, high wattage receivers that pump out good power, these are the speakers you want. These babies will sound really great with a lot of power, okay? And like I said, I have no complaints about this speaker. Yes, I'm sure their bigger ones will even deliver even more presence and more sound. But even without subwoofers, these speakers right here are punchy and they're excellent. I was actually content to keep it the way it was without subwoofers, but I was so curious, I wanted to just go ahead and add one, so I went and got the ELAC. Okay, and once again, I'm not going to mention the model numbers. The pictures will be posted with this video, so stay tuned for that. The ELAC. This was their base model ELAC that I got from Amazon. Was $120 or something like that on sale. Very inexpensive. I was surprised that they were expensive. I thought ELACs were like high-end brands and stuff. I guess some of their models are, but this is like $120 that I got it from Amazon, brand new. And I didn't like have a overwhelming expectancy of it. You know, I wasn't really expecting much, but wow. I paired these with the existing speakers. I blended it in well where The bass sounded like it was coming from these, but actually this added a lot of thump and bump and boom. Okay, so I was very happy. I'm very happy with these. Okay, yes, can you get more expensive subwoofers that handle more power and more boom and more thump and make the house rattle and shake? By the way, this will make your walls rattle and shake. Okay, but like I said, you probably have to want to spend more money to get the quality rattle and shake, boom and thump and all that. But for this size speaker, to make those even more boom and thumpy, this is enough. This is more than enough. This actually does add more presence to your sound. And this does the job that I expected it to do. So, do I recommend this? For an inexpensive system or a middle line system, yes, I do recommend this. Okay, because these can get ridiculously expensive. They can go up to $400. Some of them can go all the way up to $1,000. Okay, so just the subwoofer alone, you could be spending the amount that you would spend on just the entire system. Okay, right there, Blu-ray player, $99. Yamaha receiver, $285. Okay, that's $385 right there. JBL 530s, bookshelf speakers. You could get these are retail on the website for $600 some a pair, but most of the time, if you go on Amazon or their website, they will have them on sale for half that. Some people are lucky enough to buy these for about $200 or $250. I got these for about $280, $285. So basically about $300 right there. Okay, so you're talking about receiver and Blu-ray player, about $400 with taxes, $300 for the speakers. That's about $700 right there. Okay, and this pair of speaker and the receiver and the Blu-ray player is more than enough to actually play decent 2-channel home theater sound and music with phantom center, which is awesome, by the way, and give you good quality sound just for a small living room or even a mid-sized living room. Okay, but add the subwoofer to it, and you get a lot more boom and thump for your money. And this was $120. So basically, we're looking at about $800 so far. Okay, let's go to the back. These are the KLHs. I've had these speakers for over 15 years, folks. Yes, I bought these, I think, at a price club at one of the BJ's Price Club or something like that. And these are bookshelf speakers. And they are, let me open up the thing for you. I don't even know if they make this model or not. But like I said, I'll post a picture. These are 3-way bookshelf speakers. Decent size, woofer, tweeter, mids. And I have never been overly impressed with these speakers, but when I bought those Yamahas and before I bought the JBLs, I was using the KLHs, and I have never heard the KLHs sound that good ever. Okay, even when it was brand new. So yes, they are good speakers. Excellent, I don't know, but they are good. They're good enough to be used in this home theater. I pushed them to the back as surrounds, and I used the JBLs for the main. And the sound quality altogether, I would rate excellent. I enjoy it. I like it. Okay. And I highly recommend it. So, All in all, about $800 worth in the front. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to include the TV. Well, most people have their own TV. You know, the TV you can buy later or whatever. Or most people have a nice TV already, and they just want to add a nice system, home theater system, the sound system and everything. And this system right here, the Yamaha base model with the JBL bookshelves and an ELAC subwoofer, is more than enough to make your room go thump thump, bump bump, whatever you want. Okay, and then of course the rear speakers. You don't have to spend a lot. Well, experts would tell you you don't have to spend a lot of money for your rear speakers. But those KLHs complement everything else I have very well. I mostly watch everything on 5-channel instead of DLP and other home theater modes. I like the 5-channel. It fulfills the room better. It gives you more sound presence. It pulls you into the scene better, in my opinion. So I watch it in that mode, and the rear speakers participate even more in 5-channel stereo home theater setup. And I have the equalizer that's built into the receiver setup just the way I like hearing everything. So I would say top notch. I'm very happy. The only thing that I may do in the near future is purchase JBL center speakers that actually go with this model bookshelf speakers and see if the sound even much more improves. But to be honest with you, the Phantom mode center channels sound is just excellent. I have no complaints about it whatsoever. Okay, so basically, maybe one day I'll just get curious or tired of just listening to the same old, and I may upgrade these to the 830s. You know, I think they have the next model. This is the 530s. I think they go from 530 to 830 to 930 to, yeah. I mean, they go up, and as they go up, of course, they get bigger and bigger and bigger. The floor standing models, okay. And the next model from this is, of course, the floor standing model, but they're like only about maybe 4 feet tall, and then they go all the way up to like I think 5 feet tall or something like that. But yeah, for this room alone, I mean, even if I were to get bigger JBL versions of this, I probably may have to even upgrade the receiver, because that receiver, the wattage is barely enough to power these. Okay, like I said, these are 6 ohms, and they are power hungry speakers, folks, for bookshelves. You're gonna want a decent receiver, minimum those right there, the Yamahas. And like I said, I will post pictures of all the model numbers, so take a look, see. I highly recommend this setup. If you're in the market of buying a home theater system and you want to spend at least about $1,000 or so, this is the way to go. Now, there are box home theater systems that you can go purchase, but you'll be taking your chances, okay? Because, like I said, you're giving up a lot as far as in maybe speaker quality or receiver quality or whatever, you know. I'm not saying that they're bad systems. I've listened to my brother's Yamaha box home theater system with all the little mini speakers and the subwoofer and the Yamaha receiver and everything in a box home theater system, and it sounded good. I'm not gonna lie, it sounded good. But far as in sound presence and that almost theater loud, I mean real movie theater loud experience, almost, not quite, these will get you almost there. Okay, now if you're gonna spend a couple of $1,000, maybe more, then of course you're gonna get almost the Atmos or whatever experience, where you're gonna get movie theater loud experience. Yeah, but on a budget, on a medium budget, these are definitely better than buying a whole home theater in a box experience. This is, I think this is a lot better. I would go this way if I were you. Now, when I had the Denon receiver, and I talked about this in my previous videos reviewing that. When I had the Denon receiver, I had a Bose home theater speaker system with 5 satellite speakers, the tiny cubes, center, left and right, rear left, rear right, and a subwoofer. And coupled with that Denon receiver, I was never really wowed or impressed. You know, it sounded okay, but I was never like, oh, let's watch a movie tonight and I can't wait to hear the sound. No, it was never like that. But with this, every movie that I play and watch, I look forward to the experience because these are good. Okay? All right? So stand by. I'm about to show you the pictures of each individual component and their model numbers, except for the PlayStation and the Blu-ray player. I don't recommend the Blu-ray player, so I'm not going to even bother posting a picture of that model number. Hook up with a decent Sony Blu-ray player. Okay, don't cheap out on that. The receiver, Yamaha, $285. Look for that model number. If you're on a budget, you don't want to spend over $300. That's the way to go. That's the one that's best for the price, for the money. ELACs. I'm going to be honest with you. I have very little experience with subwoofers. But for the money, I like them. They add what I wanted to add to the sound. And the JBLs, the critics were not wrong. I followed the critics, the experts, and I've got them. And I'm happy with it. Okay? So, is this living room now a thumping modern day high definition digital IMAX movie theater? No, of course not. But it is probably the best sound quality and experience I have achieved for the money that I've spent. Okay, I have spent more in the past, but this system right here, the way I have it now, is probably the best level of sound quality that I have achieved yet. Okay, and more to come. If I do decide to upgrade any of this, I'll make another video. And thanks a lot for watching, folks. Bye.